Hi, I'm Cindy Johnston.
There seems to be an obvious change or a spiritual revolution going on right now. Could you please explain that?
We are going through a conscious shift. The Mayan calendar has predicted this shift. Basically, the Mayan calendar ends at 2012. The calendar is talking about consciousness so that we know we're on a cycle of some sort. And the shift that we're speaking about is basically a push to go forward and connect to our divinity. It is about finding the God presence within. It is about finding peace and harmony and elevating our vibrations to the highest so that we can live the best of the best. And so we're seeing it in principle, we're seeing it in action, and we're seeing it within our own lives. Just look at your lives right now and see that things are appearing very quickly. Possibly synchronicities, possibly experiences that seem out of the ordinary. What is happening is we are being pushed by our soul to address things that need healing. We need to look at our lives as a mirror or an awareness, and information is coming forward very fast about things we need to get past. And so this is a shift, and we must look at it as a journey. And so, yes, there is change. And now we need to step into a place of spiritual empowerment so that we can walk this journey with ease rather than difficulty.
Cindy, you had mentioned that we need to take steps with our spiritual awareness. What steps are those that would be the most benefit to us?
The key right now is to raise vibrations, both emotionally, physically, spiritually. So we have to become ultra aware of how we're living, how we are spending our time, where we are losing power in our lives. This is all based on vibration. So look at your life right now and say, am I feeling good? Are there things that I need to improve upon? Not based on judgment, but based on feelings. Are your relationships going well? Is your career filling the void? Are you spending quality time with your friends and your family? Look at your life and say, I am ready to make change in my life so that my life is very high vibrational place. It is a place of the best of feelings. When you feel good, you feel God. When you are in a high vibration, you're in a state of love. Love and high vibrations are one in one. So we need to look at our lives and make change based on those awarenesses. We need to look at what is happening that holds us back from feeling good. So it's not about judgment, it's about course correction. And that's what we are journeying through right now as we speak. This shift is actually allowing us to see things that we need to rid ourselves of. And high vibrations will help you guide yourself towards that better space, that place of peace, that place of harmony. So we will talk about basically practices that will help you raise your vibration, help you to reconnect to your divinity, which is where high vibration is. It will help us to adopt spiritual practices that support us to a place of grace rather than a place of suffering. We need to educate ourselves, and we'll go through that as well. We need to find community. Basically, we need to start walking a spiritual journey.
So when you say that we need to support our higher vibrational states, you're in essence saying we need to adopt spiritual practices, we need to educate, we need to find community. What steps can we take to find this help or to put this into our lives?
The key is we all are going to walk this path as an individual. So unique experiences for each person. But I will suggest a few practices that may support you if it resonates with you, if it feels good. An example of one practice would be meditation. Meditation basically is misunderstood. It's a place where we start to reconnect to our divinity, where we spend time in our source, with our source. This can be out in nature. This can be spending time with loved ones. This can be petting a dog, hugging a friend. It doesn't have to be just sitting in a space and quiet. However, that is a good practice, and I highly recommend that. But I feel it's unique to you. If you have time to spend every day in quiet, out of a space of chaos, in a place where you feel relaxed, centered, connected to your core, then you are doing a meditation practice that is very supportive. Other suggestions for spiritual practice. I feel that we have a lot of barriers coming up in our lives, beliefs, patterns, things that keep appearing that we want to rid ourselves of, but we're not always sure how. One of the practices I love to adopt is writing something down that I want out of my life. Maybe it's a fear, maybe it's a worry, maybe it's a concern. When I write that down, I set the intention that when I write this on a piece of paper, it is going to be released, it is going to be healed. And then I take that piece of paper and I burn it. And I ask for angelic help to do that. And I tell you, it's just an amazing experience. So there's another spiritual practice I recommend. A physical practice, but yet very spiritually minded, is yoga. And I really believe that yoga helps us center. It also helps us with our chakra system, which is our energy system. And it helps heal that and keep it in balance. I also feel that anything that helps you feel reconnected, you can adopt. Setting up an altar for me is important. I like to go to a place where I am connected to a divinity. When I see my crystals, I see my candle, I see my sage. Those are all unique to me, and you can set up an altar for you that is unique for you. So a really good practice of finding things that work for you. I also suggest education, as I said earlier. Education helps us bring awareness to who we really are as divine beings. Maybe not everything out there will resonate with you, but what does resonate becomes a tool in your toolbox. And so let's start to become educated and aware, which allows ignorance to fall away, and then we're no longer in judgment. And I feel this is a really important step to our spiritual empowerment, is to learn who we truly are and how to connect and how to be. And through other people's experience of walking this path, we can take from it what feels right. So spend time with others who have this idea of what spiritual empowerment is. Read books, take courses. It's just about awareness.
Cindy, you had mentioned community is really important. Is it easy for a person to find a community that they would fit into to start or continue their spiritual practices?
Yes, I'd like to suggest the law of attraction for that one. I feel that community is important, and I feel that as we walk a new path, or a path that feels different, then it's nice to have some support. And I believe community provides that. So set the intent that you're going to meet people that have a similar belief, that are going to support you and have nothing but the best to provide in you walking your unique journey. I feel that we need to walk together more so now than we ever have before. We're in a new place. We're in a new time. Things are changing so fast. And I feel that we need that loving guidance, that loving support, that feeling of no more aloneness. And I believe when we connect with our divinity, we do have that, but it's also nice to share with others a human experience. And so set the intent that you will meet like-minded people. Allow the universe and the law of attraction to provide. And I feel that there will be huge opportunity. We're seeing it all over the place now. Spirituality is coming to the forefront at every level. So just be aware. Listen to your intuition and follow it.